But it takes a lot of courage to stand up to these companies the same way that it did to stand up to big tobacco.
Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. applauding West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrisey after he signed a bill banning 7 artificial food dyes. More than a dozen other states planning similar moves. And Professor of Data Science at Washington University in St. Louis, Dr. Liberty Vittert, warning that Make America Healthy Again initiatives will make your groceries unaffordable for a lot of Americans out there. Dr. Vittert joins us now. She's also feature editor of the Harvard Data Science Review. Liberty, it's always good to have you. You know, your Hill article was a weekend read of mine, and I agree, not many people talking about the other side of the coin here. What kind of cost increase are we talking about?
You know, certainly in the initial run, it's going to take a very long time for the market to reset for something like this. So in the initial run, you have school lunches, which are going to cost taxpayers up to $650 extra a year. But that's nothing compared to what the grocery bills are going to be. For the lowest income families, it's going to be an extra $5,000 a year. For middle income families, up to an extra $9,000 a year. And when you have Americans who can't, 60%, who can't afford a $1,000 emergency, this is going to be devastating.
Yeah, and you actually broke down some of the numbers for us on how much healthy alternatives could run. Let me share this with viewers this morning. Nutri-Grain bars can run just under $5 for 12 bars, but a dye-free snack bar from Truvani, that goes for nearly $42. The graphic also shows popular items like cereal, potato chips. They could also surge in price. So what's going to happen to the average consumer and these families?
I mean, this isn't about, you know, there's people that are understandably really worried about these dyes and preservatives that are in food. And I completely respect that and agree with the ethos of it. But is it better to have people be able to eat something versus nothing? You know, this is a cost that is just going to be completely unaffordable to the average American. And so what are we going to do when people just can't eat? It'd be fabulous if we could all buy the $42 for 12 bars of Truvani. That would be great, but we simply can't do it. So it's going to go from the have and the have-nots to just have-nots because people won't have anything to eat.
Yeah, and to your point, a very, you know, noble mission. Let's make the country healthier. What about boiling it down to just simply choice, though? You know, should Americans be able to decide how they want to fuel themselves? And I'm going to be healthy or I'm not.
Absolutely. You know, I think probably the biggest issue that we see here is the hidden aspect of the dyes and the preservatives, where it's called something in one thing and it's called something else in something else. Now, that would be an incredible difference to make it very clear what has dyes and artificial preservatives in it. But that's not what's happening here. It's just being banned. And especially when it's only being banned in one state, and a small state at that, you have the worry that companies simply aren't going to correct for the market because it's not worth the money to them. So that the only alternative are going to be these incredibly expensive options. It'd be a really different story if the whole country was changing, which I know is the eventual goal, but there's going to be a lot of pain and suffering before we get to that eventual goal.
And also least of our worries, I'm sure, but what about taste, Liberty? You and I have bonded offline about our, you know, our shared love for certain snacks, you know, Valentine's, conversation hearts, that kind of thing. One of these days are the food, snacks, you know, treats we love, my beloved pickles, you know, that I buy every week. Are those going to taste different? Will we not be able to recognize all the things that we once ate?
There is no doubt about that. If you've ever tasted, you know, the equivalent of Fruit Loops in the UK, it's not there as a Fruit Loop lover, okay? But, you know, I mean, people's taste buds will adjust, but for our current generation, it's going to be a rough move.
Yeah, and we're along for the ride. But you bring up a lot of great points in this article, so I'm glad to have you on Monday morning. Dr. Liberty Vittert, as always, thank you so much. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.